What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to another video. This is my NB2 Miata drift car, and as you can see, I have the differential out. I am replacing my differential bushings because the OEM ones were completely shot, dry rotted, whatever, toast. The rear end felt really sloppy and loose, so if this is going to be a drift car, I want it to feel super dialed and super stiff. So changing these bushings will help a lot. Another part of the sloppiness in the rear end is these Rev 9 springs. I tossed in Rev 9 coilovers on this car. It's a budget drift car, don't come at me. But to fix this problem, I am tossing in some 10K Swift springs in the rear. Front is good. I think they're 8Ks in the front and 6K in the rear. So tossing 10Ks in the back will make it feel a lot more stiff, a lot more dialed, plus the diff bushings. I ended up filming the whole process of me actually pulling the differential, but the footage ended up just being kind of bland and boring. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna tag a video down below, a guy who explained it and showcased everything a lot better than I did. So if you're curious about the whole pulling the diff process, go ahead, check that video out. But this video is of me installing the diff bushings and then putting the diff back in the car and testing it. I would like to clean these up because they look very crusty and gross. And putting the new bushings in, I would like it to be a lot cleaner and last longer, more or less. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a drill, a wire brush, and then just kind of go crazy and clean all this up. All right, I'm definitely glad I did that because it looks a million times better. Now it's finally time to install the Energy diff bushings. These are the top. They're going like that, sit flush on the chassis, and then the bottom piece here sits like that, and it's kind of just held in by that metal spacer right there. That metal spacer, washer, whatever you want to call it, is more or less just so when you actually torque it to spec or tighten it, it doesn't crush the polyurethane itself. And these diff bushing brackets are absolutely chopped, so I made sure to go order a new set. I'm still going to throw these in just so I can get them in the car because they haven't arrived yet. And then once they come, I'm gonna swap these out and throw these away. But before you can install these onto the diff bushing, as you can see, that doesn't want to sit. This is supposed to sit flush in there, so you have to take something and cut all these little nubs off to make this flush. But I'm gonna worry about that in a sec. I just want to get these bushings in. Energy supplies you with a little bit of grease in case you don't have it. Lucky for me, I don't have it. So we got the grease right there. We're just gonna put it all around the bushing and then press them into place. I got the diff bushings in. As you saw, I used a rubber mallet to kind of actually seat them. I got them in about halfway with my hands, but it just needed more pressure. Don't be too worried about them sitting completely flush because once you do put them in the chassis and you really tighten everything up, it will squish them together. Metal inserts are in. I used the rubber mallet again just to seat it as flush as I possibly could, and they look great. I also took the time to just clean up that grease around there a little bit. I need to modify these little brackets. Jeez, these are so cooked. Maybe you can honestly just rip these off. Either way, I just need to get these off somehow. Got them off. They were literally so unbelievably corroded that they just peeled off. They basically melted off. So I'm really glad I bought new ones because I clearly need them. This one came clean off. This one was a little harder, but these are not permanent. Like I said, it's just temporary. I also went ahead and put on the lower piece of the bushing. It literally just sits in this metal insert right there, and then obviously it's held into place once the diff is in the car. Next step is me putting the actual differential in, and I'm not gonna film myself putting it in because I'm soloing it, and it's really hard to do by yourself. Not to mention, I'm a bit lazy and I didn't take the exhaust off, so I'm kind of just working around it. I have to weirdly maneuver it up and over. But basically what you need to do when you put it back is obviously put it on the jack, bring it into place. If you don't have your exhaust in the way, it's 1,000 times easier. And then you just start raising it up, get it into place, slide your axles in, and then put it into the actual studs. It is in on both sides. That was really hard, I'm not gonna lie, by myself. It only took me 2 tries, but I got it in. So I'm gonna go ahead and toss that little bracket on. 2 12s go right here, and then the bracket goes into here. 17 goes onto the main stud, and then the diff is held into place. All right, ladies and gentlemen, the diff is secure. It's held in by its own bolts, which is amazing to see. Also, I wish I took a before and after of the play in this thing with the old bushings. It was insane. I'm not sure how well you can see this, but this alone feels insanely solid, and it's not even torque to spec. I'm going to put the drive shaft back in. The drive shaft is very simple if you've never taken one out. This piece slides right into the transmission, and then it's quite literally 4 bolts, 1 2 3 4, that just connects right to the differential. Bolts are right here. Quick side note, make sure you don't lose these washers whenever you're doing this. These are very important. These are crush washers, and they basically lock these bolts into place in a sense. So make sure you have those. All right, I got the drive shaft back in, but I am exhausted. It's like 12:30 here, and I'm just gonna continue tomorrow. I still have to do the PPF bolts and the axles, but before I put these PPF bolts in, I would like to hit on all these spots with anti-seize, especially right here, because they tend to seize really bad on this bolt, as well as this one. So I will have to go to the store tomorrow to grab the anti-seize because I don't have any on me. All right, got the anti-seize, and I also went ahead and picked up some differential fluid. This is the fluid I'm going to run in it. It is 7590. It'll do what it needs to do to weld the diff. Got to change the fluid more than often anyways, so it's not the best, but it's also not the worst. I'm gonna go ahead and anti-seize, put anti-seize on these bolts, maybe clean them up a little bit with the wire brush, and then I'm gonna install these, torque these down, and then also torque the drive shaft down as well, because I didn't do that last night. Okay, everything is basically done now. The axles are in, the PPF bolts are in. I still have to torque the PPF bolts and torque the drive shaft bolts. Upper and lower bolts for the suspension are torqued. My boy Faz over here cranking on the wheel. Is that torqued?
You know what that sound is? There we go.
Torqued. Torqued to spec. Diff is good to go. Everything's torqued and whatnot. Now, I'm gonna pull the rear coils and replace them with the Swiss springs I got. It's just 2 12s right here on the top of the coilover. That's one. That's 2. And then this side's a little more difficult. You got to pull all of these off. 1 2 3 bolts to just tighten those. And what is this? It's just like a...
It's just a shield for your fuel.
Fuel finger going in the car.
Inlet hose.
Inlet,
Sure.
So you take that off, and then it kind of still a little bit tight in there, but it gives you a lot more clearance to get those bolts off. So both of the top bolts are out, and I told him I don't think we'll be able to get it out without releasing that bolt.
All right,
I think he might be right. Oh. Shit, he was right. You're right, okay, you're right. Okay, we got both of them out. Foss already put this one on there, so we're gonna show you how to do it with this spring. This top dampening piece literally just screws out just like that. You really beans, gay. Just like that.
Wait. Make sure everything goes in order. So this came off first, then this, then pull that top hat off.
Just like that, and then the spring comes out.
Spring goes in.
Put the Swifty on there. Put this.
Yep.
This washer, yeah, just like that. And the washer. And then the bolt. Boom, bam, bop.
Pull this.
Alright. And then the dampening piece right here. Just screw it back on. Just like that. Put it back on hard, and we're good to go. All right, literally everything on the car is done now. Diff solid. The springs are in. This side's also dialed too. So
I feel right.
and it's starting to rain, so let's go get some driving footy for y'all. Let's get these drift spares on and get going. Guys, it feels a million times better. It feels super, super stiff, super planted. I'm really glad that I actually did this. We're gonna go to a spot and hopefully we're gonna try and get some flips with some driving, but we'll see.
Damn, your ass.
Alright, chat, let's try that again.
Alright, chat.
Alright, chat.
Over there. I'll watch for cars, you just watch the road. Oh, you could have did like another one. Let's do it. I'll watch for cars, you just watch the road. How about that? So you can just focus on driving, I'll focus on watching. I bet. Just so you can get your seat time. Hell yeah. You're good and good.
Again.
Yep. Wider, 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 wider.
Got scared on that last one. My first time trying first 2 seconds. That's what I meant. Or at least I'm not going fast enough.
I've done it. No, your problem is you put too much throttle in. You put too much throttle in all at once.
Yeah.
I feel like you go, you throttle like you're still in first.
Okay, bet. You're right.
I see it, don't worry. I'm watching, so don't worry. See that, oh yeah. Oh yeah! Fuck yeah, dude! Fuck yeah, dude! Fuck yeah! That was good shit. Alright, I just dropped Foster off at his car, so now he's bringing his NA Miata out. We're gonna go to one more little spot to see how it is. It's kind of starting to dry up a bit, but I got 60 psi on my tires. I think I'll be fine. Yeah, we'll see if we can get any good clips for you guys. Alright, we're gonna just do a quick tandem donut real quick. Huh? Behind me. Yeah. We'll see if it works. Hello, Yacht Easy Drift Missile here. Treating me well, treating me well. Alright guys, just got back. I'm gonna make this a little quick. My phone's about to die. But that was extremely fun. I had a blast out there with Foster. We were trying to get a little close to each other here and there, but the car feels absolutely dialed. It feels like a whole different car. The spring combination with the diff bushings feels amazing. I have an alignment on Thursday, so hopefully that will make it feel even better. But thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you have a Miata and you're thinking about doing this, specifically the diff bushing part, I would 1000% recommend it. It is so worth it. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the little drift content there. We had a blast out in the rain. I got the tandems back on there. And yeah, stay tuned. Next video, we're going to the track. I'm getting some real seat time. And yeah, peace fam.